Do I live in Canada's most malware-infected city? Maybe I should share this.
Fun? The script is rolling?
What to post? What to post? Oh, no, perfect. I can share this. The top 10 ways your cat is plotting to kill you.
Jim, you're on.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to get some great content posted to my social media feeds. It's important to keep your presence up these days.
I was doing the same thing. It's amazing how much time we spend on social media now. It's hard to find great content that your followers will share and post it across all the different networks: Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+. The list goes on and on.
And that's why we're putting down our smartphones for a few minutes to share some tips with you. No, not on Twitter, right here on CMO Digital. We're looking at how to save time on social media and the recipe for what makes content shareable.
Hi, I'm Fawn Annan, President and Group Publisher at ITWC.
And I'm Jim Love, Chief Digital Officer at ITWC.
Keeping up with online marketing news and tactics can take hours.
That's why we bring you top marketing news and insights every week.
Welcome
to CMO Digital.
You might not be surprised to hear that marketers spend more time on social media than any other professionals. More than 6 out of 10 marketers are spending at least 6 hours a week on social media. Almost 4 out of 10 use it for more than 11 hours per week. That's according to the Social Media Examiner Industry Report for 2014.
It's not because marketers are getting distracted by my great posts about cats. Doing a good job on social media is time-consuming. You have to find great content, then write a message to share it with your audience. You have to spend time learning about that content so you can sound intelligent when you're posting it. Then there's the analysis of your efforts to see if you're connecting with your audience. And if that wasn't enough, you have to follow your competition and keep an eye on them, and field questions and comments from your audience. If you add any time being distracted to that, it adds up a big chunk of your day.
If you feel like that's too much, you're not alone. 1/3 of executives said they wanted to spend less time on social media, according to a survey by Vertical Response. Yet, more than 2/3 of businesses are spending more time on social media now than they did a year ago. So how can you get some of that time back?
First, find a tool that you can use to post to multiple social media accounts on a schedule. Rather than visiting each site and writing your posts there, you can be more efficient by doing it all in one place. Scheduling posts in advance means you can plan out a whole day's worth of activity at once. Here at ITWC, our social media team uses Hootsuite to schedule and post content across our various brand accounts on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google+.
Budget your time for posting social media. If you set aside a portion of your daily schedule to find content and get it posted, you'll get it done and move on. Knowing you're on a deadline, even self-imposed, can help you work faster. It will also mean you'll avoid being distracted by those cute cat pictures.
Rather than having everyone spend time answering queries from social media, assign one person to do the job. If everyone is trying to do this, you might end up with multiple people at your company reading through the same questions. Even worse, you might end up giving 2 different answers. One person should set aside a time to do this every day.
Finally, use the social media reporting system to track your metrics. Trying to use a spreadsheet to track every like, retweet, and response you get on social media will take forever. Plus, you'll probably end up missing a lot of the activity that's happening. If you're already using a platform to schedule posts, you might be able to use it to provide metrics as well. Then you can pull a report once a week to see if you've achieved your social media goals.
At ITWC, we've developed our own tool to tap into Twitter's API and provide insights to our social media campaigns. By tracking a hashtag, we can measure reach, engagement, identify top influencers, and see what links are being shared most often. We have a person assigned to compile these metrics into a report that's shared with staff and informs our future decisions about activity on social media. Constant iteration and learning leads to our time being spent more effectively.
Speaking about time, it looks like we're out of it for this week.
Here's one final tip. Share this episode on social media. Tag us on Twitter with @CMO Digital, and we'll retweet you.
Now that's time well spent. I'm Fawn Annan.
And I'm Jim Love. See you next time. That wraps up this episode of CMO Digital. If you like the program, follow us at CMO Digital for marketing news all week long.
You can listen to this week's episode on iTunes or read the corresponding article on itbusiness.ca under CMO Digital.